What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So today we have some 7-star rank 4 Solvark gameplay. So we're gonna also showcase him against some non-mutants. So he can work against non-mutants, but obviously it's a lot harder and there's some damage missing. So we're using him against Enchantress here, and basically with Enchantress attacks, you know, they're basically energy attacks. So every time we block either the specials or one of the basics, we get 10 of those charges, which is really helpful. It's basically like we're fighting a mutant, since all of their attacks are energy based. So we're gonna go for the special 2 here, get those 10 armors, and then we're gonna go for the SP1 as soon as we bait another SP1 from her. We're gonna maximize our charges here. We got 85, about 85. I want to bait those spells out. I did not mean to actually use the relic there, but actually helped me out. That was quite cool. And then now we're gonna throw the SP1, get the 10 energize. There we go. Now basically fully ramped up. 3-hit combo into a full 5-hit combo. It's gonna take her down probably like 20% or so. Yeah, 25%, 22%. And then we can either block the special 2 even if she threw it, because it's energy attacks. We would just regen pretty much all of it. And as you can see, Enchantress with 98% health in just about 66 seconds. That wasn't too bad, right? That wasn't too bad. Now this Bullseye fight was actually really tough to record, and I actually figured out another rotation which works better to the ones you're gonna see right now. So there's 2 ways that you can do this fight. This way is gonna be basically the same rotation that we used on this Enchantress fight. So we just go for the special 2 first, maximize our armors, and then just go for the SP1 and deal some damage that way. So actually Solvark is pretty decent for Bullseye because he's bleed immune and he also has that cold stamp, and if you get lucky he can actually not throw the SP1s like he's doing here and just bait special 2s, which is really cool. You can pretty much always have the cold stamp on him until you switch the mode, obviously. So now we're gonna go for the SP1 here, get our energize. I think I'm currently waiting a little bit so I can get some charges. There we go, doing some mediums, and then now we're gonna go for the SP1 after this combo. Actually, let me see. Okay, maybe I'm waiting to go for 3 bars of power so I can get 20 more charges. I think that's what I'm doing here. Yeah. So throw the SP1. There we go. And now he didn't shrug off the stun. That was one thing that he could have done and messed me up. But we go for the special 2 with pretty much max charges. It does nice damage. Now we hit that nice intercept. Go for another special 2, but it's not quite enough. But the relic saved our lives right there. So this was obviously very sketchy. And this wasn't too fast either. That was 79 seconds. Now, check out this different rotation that I figured out. And that's the one I'm going to be using for when I'm fighting Bullseye. So we're going to be doing the same thing pretty much. Doing medium handy combos. Prevent him from evading as much as possible. Or throwing the SP1s as much as possible. I'm going to block here. You also take less crit damage because you just, with your armors, reduce his critical penetration by 80%. So you take like pretty much no damage with the basic attacks. Which is really nice. Through the special 2 there we go. So I'm gonna hide my face cam again. We have 2 bars of power right now. We're gonna be going for a special 3 this time. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna go for almost 100 charges, throw the SP1, and then now we have him stunned. We have our relic. We can go immediately for another combo into a heavy attack into a special 3. Now this special 3 does increase damage based on our charges, and if I go back, you will see that I had almost 100 pretty much. So if I go back, we had, let's see, 76 charges. So not even 100, but there was nothing I could have done because, you know, I was hitting him and the time was running out. So this special 3 does increase damage based on our charges. And then you also have this red number, which is huge because we were in our orange mode. And as you can see, 79,000 and then 171,000 was enough to knock out Bullseye. And that was a 7-star rank 4 versus a 7-star rank 4. And this was, you know, much more HP, and it was actually 52 seconds. I did not even skip the SP3 animation, so you can do this in Battlegrounds. Like, this was actually very, very impressive. I'm really glad I figured out this rotation. This is the rotation I'll be using for any non-mutant that I can't really, you know, benefit from their energy attacks like we did against Enchantress. So we're gonna do the exact same thing here with Spider-Woman. So we can't, or she can't evade, and we're gonna showcase this first rotation, which is the special 2, getting the 10 armors and then trading them. We block the hits on the special 2, which are energy, get some nice boost in the charges. Throw the relic there. Actually, I don't think I meant to do that again. I always mess up because the relic is like, it's not at the same spot when you're using the idols because of the fractured power bar. So we're gonna go for the SP1 here, I think. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if we bait the special 2 here, or we'll just go in. I think we just go in, and the power drain is gonna save us because she's not gonna get the special 3. There we go. And then we're gonna block again the hits from the special 2. As you can see, 30 charges, and boom. Gonna go for another special 2. Don't even need it actually, and she died. So, you know, because we benefited from those hits on the special 2, that was actually a much better fight than the first fight of Bullseye. So this was 57 seconds. Let's see the difference here with the SP3 rotation. 57 seconds. So here we're gonna go for the SP1, I think. Let's see what we do. Hide the face cam. I think I'm waiting for the charges, or waiting for the debuffs on the ensnare, because the ensnare actually can reduce ability accuracy and we don't want that. So throw the SP1, get the stun. We're gonna have the relic ready, or no, we're not gonna have the relic ready. Don't need it because we had the stun there. So the difference, just to explain, the difference here, we didn't need the relic because against Bullseye, when you actually go in and hit him while he's stunned, he shrugs it off. Whereas here we go for a medium light medium into a 5-hit combo, and we have enough power to go for the special 3. We didn't need the relic basically. So let's see the special 3 here. Don't skip it, just so we can see the actual time. Actually, it doesn't take too long for this 3, and Spider-Woman is done. That was a 300k, almost a 300k special 2. And let's see if this was faster. So this was 55 seconds. The previous fight, I believe, was 52 seconds, 57, something like that. 57. So the special 3 is actually faster even there. So yeah, that's definitely the rotation I'll be using for any non-mutants. Just SP1, SP3 does a ton of damage, so you can definitely use that. Now we have another non-mutant. This is the last fight I'll be showcasing. We showcase like literally 4 of the craziest defenders in the game: Photon, Enchantress, Bullseye, and Spider-Woman. So it's pretty relevant, man. It's pretty relevant. I wish he worked a little bit better for Zola, because he can actually parry non-contact attacks. But, you know, you have no damage on the special, so you just do nothing against Zola. But he also works against Onso, which is probably the next match I'll showcase after this. So he works for some annoying defenders for sure. So against Photon here, I actually like taking some blocked hits at first. I probably took some at the beginning of the fight because you actually heal the energy damage, most of it. And yeah, you just benefit from the charges because those are energy attacks, so obviously you get 10 charges. We got hit by the special 1, but honestly it didn't even feel like it. So yeah, very nice. Now this fight would be a little different in BGs because BGs people are running Despair, so you will not be able to heal as much from those blocked hits and all that stuff. But then we'll go for the special 2 here. It's almost going to be enough to kill her, but we get the relic ready, and I think it's exactly what we're going to do. Oh, we don't even need it, I guess. There we go. 89% against the Photon in just 69 seconds. Obviously, Photon is going to be a little tankier. Now, we move on to the Mutants. So, against Mutants, I figured you don't even need to go for the max, what's it called, Energize. I just go for 1 special 1, get 5 Energize, and it's actually faster. It's just so much faster. So, especially those 2 first matches I'm going to showcase, which is Onslaught and Captain Britain, those guys place Neuroshocks on you. So, you're just pretty much sitting at 100 charges all the time. So, your red numbers are just as high as they can get. And as you can see, man, like 100% health or 99% health against that Onslaught. A bit of an overkill on the special 2 as well. And we just killed him with 1 special 2 in 32 seconds. And you can actually parry him and all that stuff. Like you can parry non-contacts and you pretty much heal all of the Neuroshock damage you take. So we have Captain Britain here. So she's going to be a little tankier, obviously. And we're going to go for the same rotation, just special 1. Get to the 5. I was trying to throw my special 1 here. I was kind of struggling. But yeah, we're going to be sitting at 100 charges pretty much all the time. And as you can see, our attacks are doing pretty decent damage. So we're going to go for the special 2 here. The first special 2 is going to be, yeah, it's going to take it around 30%. Very nice. And then we can't really go for the, maybe I could have went for the kill with the relic into the special 1, but I actually didn't want to risk it. But there we go. Finish that Captain Britain with 93% health. That chip damage is a bit annoying, of course. About 39 seconds. Fairly quick. Moving on to Jean Grey. This fight was actually, I wasn't expecting this. Like at first, I actually did the rotation with 10 armors and 10 energized because I thought, you know, Jean Grey is super tanky. But then I wanted to try with 5 energized, and it's actually gonna work. So we block the entire special to get bonus charges because energy attacks and also a mutant. We pretty much take no damage as well. And watch this special 2, man. Like, holy damage, man. We take her to 42%, and then we just block that special 1 again, sitting at 100 charges pretty well the whole fight. And we're actually going to kill her before that force field comes back. That second force field come back. So if you get an aggressive AI with them throwing specials, you can do this fast. So Solvark is pretty legit against those mutants, right? Like 39 seconds. Very nice. Now we'll get a few more fights here. I think like 3 maybe. We got Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinister was one of the annoying fights here because I can't really do medium ending combos because he might throw an SP1 and just transfer those degens, because Solvark might seem like a robot, but he's actually not a robot. Spoiler alert. So here we're gonna go for the SP1, get the 5 energized. We stun him so we can push him to the special 2. Now he is gonna put a concussion on us, which is not gonna stop us from like getting charges when taking damage from him, but we can't really apply any of our other effects. We can't really stun here, and he also can fail the burst damage on the special 2, so you gotta wait that out. This first special 2 isn't gonna deal crazy damage because we're gonna have like 60 charges. We gotta get some more here. Block part of the special 2. As you can see, we still get charges even though he has the concussion on us, but we're currently waiting a little bit. There we go. Very nice reparry there. We're gonna throw the special 2, and that is going to be... Actually, that's not enough because our energize fell off. So that's why it was a bit of an annoying fight. We baited like too many specials. So yeah, it wasn't like the greatest. He's not like the best for Sinister. He just doesn't crit, but he's not a robot, so he's not the best. But still, 62 seconds with 100% health, it works. Now moving on to Iceman. Actually, dude, there's actually not many counters for Iceman out there. This guy is pretty good because he literally just shoots up to 100 charges literally in the first 2 seconds of the fight. And you heal up like, not all of the cold step damage, but most of it. But it is a very quick fight to actually make up for it because you just have a lot of charges because of that initial cold snap. And then, yeah, we're just gonna go for the special 2 here. I think I was trying to throw it, but I was just messing up sometimes, but I can't really throw the specials. But then that special 2 is going to be almost enough to kill him with an 89% health in just 31 seconds. That's like the fastest fight in this video. So we have Domino here. He's good for Domino, but there's some things that can mess you up. So Domino is so annoying that she can actually crit fail your ability to parry non-contact attacks. And that caught me off guard sometimes, man. Like, that's just very annoying. She can also fail this this debuff. As you can see, she actually failed it right there with my special 1. Actually, she didn't fail it. It's basically the debuff or the buff next to the crit fail. She can fail that. And if she fails that, it's pretty much as she's failing like the Fury from Juggernaut. Like, this is literally what lets us get those run numbers. So if she doesn't let you get that, you're screwed. But on the good side for this fight, you actually have the cold snap, which prevents her from getting any lucky evades, and also you're healing pretty much all of that crit fail damage. So he takes her pretty fast, and he's gonna take some damage. Obviously, he's not as good as like Guardian or Nimrod and stuff like that, but he's a pretty decent counter to this. 39 seconds. And then lastly here we got Dust. So again, Dust is pretty tanky, kind of like Sinister. It's just gonna stall you a little bit. So towards the end, our energizers are gonna fall off. So maybe in those fights, like those big fights that you think are gonna take a little long, you should probably go for the 10 armors and the 10 energized just to close out the fight better. But I still think it's pretty quick to just go for the 5 energizers. Like against those mutants, you don't really need to go for the armors. But now if you had a rank 3 Solvark and fighting rank 4s, you definitely want to max out your damage. So yeah, I would definitely only be doing that with the rank 4. Trying to take some block hits here, but she's not really doing a lot of hits into our block. Throw the special 2 does decent damage, take it to like 42%, 44. Block the entire special 2. We don't heal there because it's not energy damage, unfortunately. But now we're gonna go for another special 2, I think, and it's not gonna be enough because we lost our energize, unfortunately. So it's actually not gonna be enough because energize is basically what gives you attack. But basically like one more combo and that's gonna be it for Dust. So yeah, not the best counter for Dust, but works for sure. And that was a 62-second fight. So Solvark, at first when I was doing the testing, I was like, you can only use them against mutants. But ever since I figured out the rotation that I used on the Bullseye and the Spider Woman fight, the SP1, SP3, it's actually so much better, man. Like, you can actually use them for champions that don't have any energy attacks or are not mutants. So that's definitely what I'm going to be doing against non-mutants. And against mutants, like, if you have the same rank as them or you have rank advantage, you're just going to go for the special 1 into the special 2, and you're just going to close out the fight really well. So yeah, guys, I'm actually pretty glad Solvark is, you know, kind of doing decent against those non-mutants, because I was kind of scared at first when I was recording this, but the special 3 rotation kind of saved them, to be honest, because I'm very excited for this champion and I want it to be good. But yeah, guys, I don't want to overhype this champion. I think he's alright for non-mutants. I would personally use him for just some specific non-mutants, not all of them. Like, I probably wouldn't choose him for like Dust or champions that wouldn't let me regen all that block damage. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments below what do you think about Solvark, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.